It's wild that we have created a narrative where people feel like they have to hate themselves in order to be themselves. One of the most important messages in Gender Magic is the emphasis on gender freedom. It's about positioning exploring gender as simply another part of self-growth. I'm Ray McDaniel. I'm a non-binary speaker, author, certified sex therapist, and transgender diversity and inclusion educator. I help people gain the sheer audacity to be themselves in the world through play, pleasure, and possibility. As I started working with more and more trans and non-binary folks, I started getting really frustrated by the information and the narrative that was out there about gender exploration and transition. It centered on struggle. It centered on pain. Gender Magic shifts that focus from what you are running away from to what you are running towards the life that you want to create for yourself. Gender Magic takes everything I know from 10 years of working with the trans and non-binary population, current research on clinical best practices, research in other fields, my own work with clients, and my own personal journey. And I put it all into a model, the Gender Freedom Model. And now I want to share it with you in Gender Magic. Gender Magic is a practical guide to achieving gender freedom with joy, pleasure, and curiosity. Whether you are trans, non-binary, cisgender, or still exploring, Gender Magic is for anyone who yearns to step into their biggest, most lit up self and wants to create a culture and a world that celebrates that. As I was writing and editing and as the book is coming out, I'm faced with the fact that I'm talking about joy and pleasure and connection in a world where for some folks, it's becoming illegal to be trans or to pursue medically necessary interventions or mental health care. And I had to ask myself, what am I doing? How is this book contributing to the conversation? And is a book about queer joy, about trans joy and pleasure and ease when it comes to exploring and transitioning your gender even still relevant? And I came to this conclusion, it has to be relevant. Otherwise, what are we fighting for if we don't get a chance today to experience what it means to live our lives as us? Those spaces exist alongside the hard stuff because they must, because we have to create environments. We have to create lives where we give ourselves space to rest, to play, to connect with ourselves, to connect with other people, to dance it out, because that's what keeps us going. My mission is for each of us to be able to live our lives as the most audacious, most authentic, most lit up version of ourselves, free from shame and fear. By buying a copy of Gender Magic, by leaving reviews in as many places as you like, you are making a vote for the publishing community, for the media, for the culture, and for the world to create space for queer and trans authors, voices, and stories. You are saying that trans lives matter,